Heyo, so what are we doing today? We're taking a first look at some Pokemon Shield, or some first impressions, I should say. Not really. Ooh, what the hell? Fat Dog evolved into a Hound. Neat. Wow, that's a speedy dog. 50-mile-an-hour doggy. Run. Okay, so yeah, taking a first look at some Pokemon Shield, some first impressions, I should say. So what are my first impressions of this game so far? Well, I'm gonna come out at the start of this and just say that I am having fun with the game. I do enjoy the game. So that is what I'm going to say at the start. I do enjoy the game. I love the online elements. I really enjoy the wild area. I'm really enjoying Dynamax raids. I'm loving the designs of the new Pokemon. So getting all that out of the way first. I do like this. The troubles are that there's a lot of just not great spots in the game. Like, this is definitely an exception because this spot is really cool looking. I love this cave. I just wish it was kind of bigger. Like there was more to it. It's really just kind of a straightforward in and out. I'm heading to the wild area, of course. As I do. I will be streaming this later tonight at twitch.tv/NAKTS7. There'll be a link in the description, of course. See, I've played about 6 hours of this. I love Roly-Coly. I love having a rock-fire type on my team. That's really cool, since I picked the water starter, Sobble, who is freaking cool as hell. I love Sobble. These little elements like this, right here, the wild not Rookadee, but the wild that bird, just kind of chilling there, that is a cool detail. Like these little trees here, they're cool details. But then you hit stuff that's just outright, I don't want to say lazy, but bad. Things that are just outright bad. Like I had a battle here in this city with my rival. And the background that it took us to for the battle was out on a dirt path somewhere. Like, and it's not even, this is something that can't be recreated. I'm gonna give you an example of it right here. As I'm heading down towards the fishing spot. Fishing is in the game, which I love. I love fishing. If you know me, I adore fishing. But they lazied fishing up too. You can only fish in certain spots. Like, say I want to come down here and fish over here, can't do it. Gotta go to this thing. So rather than encode the entire watery area to be fishable and have Pokemon, they just stuck this little fucking node here. And I don't like that. Yeah, it is lazy. Just like this is lazy. What is this? Does this look anything like the area where we were in for fishing? No. If this is a bug, I will gladly rescind my opinion, but I don't think it is. I don't think they rendered backgrounds for the city battles or for indoor battles, because indoor battles, like the one in the Budew Drop Inn, took me to the Matrix. Or Purgatory. More like Purgatory. I think that might be a better example. So, like, some people will say that it's lazy, and I will fully agree with them. This is lazy. It's a respawning node. You can't fish anywhere else. Yeah, it's a mess, is what that is. And I'm not sure if you can get any better fishing rods. I hope you can, but yeah. Like, of course, you can see the pop-in, which isn't really that bad an issue. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it is noticeable. some jank with the animations. Pokemon attack animations are kind of poo. But, you know, is this the main street? Yes, it is. I'm loving all the customization that you can do with the characters. Pokemon Camp just kind of seems meh to me. I've done it a couple of times, and it's just... It's cute. Don't get me wrong, it's very cute. But, yeah. And of course, there's the parts that I love the most. The wild area. There is also some jank up in here, so... It's not sugarcoat that either. The copy-pasted terrible trees, which are an eyesore compared to everything else. Especially when there's definitely some stuff, you know, that's clearly new, well-made, like the ruins, Pokemon dens, the max raid battles. I will invite others to my raid. And of course you can join other raids with the little stampy thing. My fan is loose, so I need to wobble it back into place. Like, the trouble with these is it doesn't seem like anybody joins the raids a lot of the time. Like, okay, I'm just proven wrong immediately. But yeah. So, my first impressions of Pokemon Sword and Shield, I like it. I do like it. I've been playing for 6 hours. Most of my time's been spent in the wild areas doing raids on stream, but hey, can't win them all. Well, you can, but that's neither here nor there. I do love the wild areas. I love like I said, I love the raids. I love, like, hunting through the dens to try and find my favorite Pokemon that has a Dynamax form. Like, overall, I like the game, but there's those little bits of things that get in your head, and you can't get them out where you're like, that's just a corner. You're just cutting corners here. It's lazy. And there's no excuse for it the size of Game Freak. Like, Pokemon is the biggest franchise on the planet at the moment. So there's absolutely no excuse for them to be cutting corners the way they did. I'm not even mad about the national decks. I'm just mad about the obvious laziness in some of these spots. Like being warped to Purgatory if I'm battling in a hotel. You couldn't have just rendered a background for the hotel? Like, it's not that difficult to do. I mean, you've already got the assets, clearly. You just need to set them up in the space. I don't understand why that's not a thing, but grumbles aside, I love the online features. I love the max raid battles. I love pretty much everything about the wild area except for the laziness in spots. And of course the frame rate drops when you're online and there's a bunch of people around, but it does make the wild area feel more alive when there's a bunch of people running around, you know, doing raids. Excuse me. Getting berries, picking stuff up off the ground, interacting with each other. I love that fact that you can just interact with other player characters and they'll give you little things that you can spend for clothing money. I mean, I don't have a problem. I'm not addicted to buying shoes. You are addicted to buying shoes. Yes, that's what it is. Like, I know when the NPC's Weavile crushes the Rookidee, that, it ain't gonna last. I'm not gonna catch that because I already got one. So, yeah. I like it, but there's a lot of nits to pick at, is what I'm gonna say. Hopefully some of this stuff will get patched. Hoping some of this stuff will get patched. like the sludgy water, and maybe some of the frame rate issues out here, but that's not really that important to me because of, how much stuff's going on at one time in the wild area. I love the wild area. Just gonna continue to say that, but I'm gonna digress and end this video here before it's 90 minutes long. I like it. I love the customization elements. Love the new Pokemon. Love the wild area. Hate all the corners that were cut. They didn't need to. There's no excuse for it, so... Well, with that said, I'm going to leave this here and, see you later. Until the next video, which will be the first part of Pokemon Shield stream series tomorrow. Hope you will enjoy that. Until then, whoosh!